Hello my country people, welcome back to the news. Guys, e don red o. Make we no forget say the NLC don give our Nigerian government 14-day ultimatum, else they would strike. Joe Ajero don talk say as the NLC president, im suppose demand up to 1 million naira as the new minimum wage for the Nigerian workers, because the way wey this inflation take dey rise, e reach to ask. Joe Ajero don talk say all dis katakata wey dey happen for dis country na because say Tinubu don go remove fuel subsidy, and now the price of living has skyrocketed. Dem come talk say Tinubu get 14 days o. Dem don give am 14 days to consider. He should go back and agree on their previous arrangements. They are bringing up this ultimatum because the federal government failed to meet up the agreement. It was a 6-point agreement, and I can remember this 6-point agreement was signed in October 2023 between the NLC, the leaders of the NLC, and the federal government. Joe Ajero has demanded for 1 million naira. That at this point, inflation has taken over. The naira continues to depreciate. So 1 million naira does not have any value at this point. Because we can remember, at a time they were contemplating 200,000 naira as the minimum wage, when the exchange rate of the naira to the dollar was about 800 to 900 to a dollar. And as we are today, as me and you dey talk so my country people, as I dey talk to una my country people, the exchange rate is about 1,400 and even more, 1,500. And there have been a lot of predictions that the dollar may hit 1,600 soon. And these are issues that are affecting our cost of living in Nigeria. You will agree with me today that a bag of rice is going for 70,000 naira and more. A bag of locally produced corn is about 60,000 naira and more. Foodstuffs is getting out of reach. So the 1 million naira, the proposed 1 million naira minimum wage by the NLC leader Joe Ajero will be small compared to the high inflation we are facing in this country. So my country people, let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Joe Ajero, the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, has said that the organized labor may demand up to 1 million naira as the new minimum wage for Nigerian workers if the rising inflation remains unchecked. Ajero said the demand for organized labor will be determined by the cost of living, which has skyrocketed since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came into power, removing the fuel subsidy and other policies. The NLC and the Trade Union Congress, TUC, on Thursday had issued a 14-day strike notice to the Nigerian government. And in a statement, they were so furious over the government's failure to implement a 16-point agreement that was signed in October 2023, which aimed to address the massive suffering in the country, which was being caused by the hike in petrol prices and the naira devaluation. The policies blamed for the worsening hardship and inflation in Nigeria. The NLC and the TUC had issued a stern ultimatum to the federal government to honor its part of the understanding within 14 days, starting from Friday, February 9th, 2024. And in an interview with Arise News on Sunday evening, Ajero said that this 1 million naira may be relevant if the value of the Nigerian naira continues to depreciate, if the inflation continues unchecked, because the demand of the labor is equally dependent on what is happening in the society. We can remember how the Nigerian Labour Congress were contemplating on 200,000 naira as minimum wage. Back then, the exchange rate was about 800 to 900 to a dollar. And as of today, the exchange rate is 1,400, 1,500. And these are issues that determine, that the demand, and it is equally affecting the cost of living. And we always said that our demand will be based on the cost of living index. So a lot of people would have testified to how the prices of goods, the prices of foodstuffs has really skyrocketed in the market. You go to the market today to get a tuber of yam. The prices are outrageous. A cup of rice, a cup of beans. So many things have increased. You have to factor in these issues that will determine the government's commitment to this negotiation. It is not just that they want to give us a minimum wage. The old minimum wage will be expiring by April, and ordinarily the federal government ought to have set up a committee 6 months before that time so that negotiation would have commenced, but the federal government did not do anything. There was no setting up of a committee. So it appears that the NLC would have to demand more. The NLC would demand more. It appears we are going to work within 1 month or two to agree on a figure. And I doubt how it will go because the prices of things have skyrocketed. So my country people, there has been a new proposal for a new minimum wage committee. A new proposal for a new minimum wage. The NLC are no longer talking about 40,000, 50,000 or 200,000. And their budget is at ₦1,000,000. That is their new budget for the new minimum wage. If only Tinubu's government does not check the inflation in this country, then it would get to that amount. So my country people, make una come chook mouth for this matter. All this NLC matter, the minimum wage, this, that. We have a lot of issues that is troubling us in this country. Yet, the devaluation of the Nigerian currency, that is the naira, is the main problem we are facing in this country. So my wonderful people, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.